let's see. So hello guys, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. I'm just gonna go ahead and check and make sure that the audio is fine. So if you hear me talking, it's because I'm just double checking on my phone. Let me close everything else. So we are going to be doing, where is this on? Where do I go to? I don't even know. Anyways, there we go. So we're going to be doing all the zodiac signs, excuse me, from Aries all the way through Pisces. As I said last week, I'm going to be doing them live. I am not using the water and candle while I'm out of the country. It's just, it takes too long with uploading those videos, etc. So with that being said, we're going to get started. I'm going to be time stamping them after we are done. Okay, so we're going to start off with Aries. I'm going to pick out an oracle card first. And again, guys, there is no actual, like, I guess, like routine or an actual way that I just do them. It is whatever comes to me at that moment in time. Sometimes I pull the oracle cards at the end, sometimes at the beginning. So let's go ahead and see. What do we have for Aries? Alrighty. Let's see. What was I going to look at? Alright, so what do we have for Aries? And tomorrow we will be going live for the cusp. And then on Thursday we'll go live for the love connections. And it's probably going to be around this time. Probably like after 10:30 when everybody's kind of like in bed. Because the last two times I went live, there was just way too much noise. Alright, so what do we have for Aries spirit? Arise with the number 13. So immediately as I pulled that card, it was like almost this tug on my heart. Like, okay. And there's almost this sense of like, and it's not to try to minimize, right, anyone's situation, anyone's struggle or anything like that. But there is an energy here in a sense, let's put it this way, that the longer that you keep replaying the struggles and the more that you continue to feed them, the more that you continue to give it attention in your life, etc., the longer that you seem to stay within that energy. Now, for some of you, you may be coming out of this energy and starting to feel better. For others of you, you're almost like wondering, okay, when is it going to be my time? It's almost like, and that's the number 13. I don't know if I said it with that card. It's almost like you're waiting or you're patiently waiting for the season to be over, right? The season of struggle, the season of kind of, why am I, because I want to say missed opportunity, but it's saying like failed opportunities, which kind of like, okay, so if there was something, let's just put it this way, if there was something that you tried and it didn't work out to your expectations, or it didn't yield, let's put it this way, the results that you wanted, that is not a reason to give up, right? For Aries, I honestly, I feel this energy of like needing to tweak certain things within, yeah, it's gonna get mad, within your daily routine. There are a lot of things that you guys are doing that are not benefiting you, that are not allowing you to grow, that are not allowing you to evolve. Now, this can be as simple as who you are entertaining in your life. And it doesn't have to be romantically, right? We can talk about friends, family, whatever. There's an energy here like whenever you have a great idea, whenever you're trying to change a conversation or start a conversation when it comes to creating or thinking outside the box, those that are around you kind of want to shut you down. And you allow it, right? You allow their opinion their limited mindset of their own life to affect yours. And you have to get out of that, right? And when we talk about that, it is not necessarily about cutting people completely off, which, you know, in some cases that is the case. But we're talking more about not allowing what people dictate that you can and cannot do affect you, as far as like going after your dreams, as far as like going after the things that you want, because they don't understand, because they're not meant to understand, right? Whatever idea, whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to go after, this was something that was gifted to you, right? So it was given to you. That idea came to you for a reason. And at times we get excited with ideas and then we start sharing them with everyone, right? And what tends to happen is that if the people that are around you at this moment in time, Aries, are not trying to expand, are not trying to grow, then you're gonna stay with all of these ideas and all these plans in your head, but you're not gonna take action. And just because somebody else, or whoever it is that you're talking to, or whoever it is that you're expressing that, you know, that you want to do this, or that you want to do that, cannot do. They don't see, you know, moving forward or letting things go and things like that doesn't necessarily mean that that is your situation. We have the King of Swords, we have the Six of Coins in the reverse, and then we have the Star. So a lot of you are wanting more. A lot of you are wanting to take bigger risk. A lot of you are wanting to start either a business or even a hobby or whatever it is, but you are allowing, right? You're not setting those boundaries. And it's not about, when we talk about setting boundaries, I'm not talking about what you allow people to say. It's more about those boundaries within yourself. What are you allowing yourself to receive? And and that's kind of like the gist with everything. We do have the Star here for you. So it's like, just go for it, right? And if you're finding that the people that you're connecting with, that you're talking to about your ideas, if you feel like they're constantly, excuse me guys, if you feel like they're constantly putting you down, I don't know why my voice is leaving. I've been speaking fine all day. Then maybe it is about not sharing the ideas with them and just letting them see the outcome, right? Not everything has to be shared. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. So we have the Chariot, and we have the Ace of Coins in the reverse. So until you don't let go of this, right? Until you don't let go, until you don't stop internalizing what people are telling you you cannot do, you're not going to go forward. You're not. Because the Ace of Coins is in the reverse, right? And this is something, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It can be something, you know, just a goal that you want to attain. And it's like, you see it, you envision it, you're just like, okay, that's what I'm going to go for. And then, you know, it can be a sibling, it can be a cousin, it can be a friend, it doesn't matter who it is. And you go ahead and you tell them this great idea, and they're looking at you like, well, you don't got the time for that, you don't have the money for that, you don't have the this, you don't have the charisma, you don't have, damn, like, I'm about something. And then some, and that struggle, that energy of like struggling is the energy that is mainly like, it just keeps on popping up to me. And it's like, you know what, and I know that it's an old saying and it's a very common saying, but if you want something new, we have the King of Wands in the upright, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. So if you want something new, right, you're going to have to try something that you've never done, because if you continue on doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to continue on yielding the same results, Aries. It's almost like it's the definition of insanity, right? Like when you continue to do the same thing, but you are expecting a different outcome, and there's no different outcome because you're not doing anything different, right? So I know that it's easy to say, stop listening to people that are doubting you, Aries. Stop listening to people that are trying to stop you, and instead go after what it is that you want. And to be honest with you, the only way that I see you doing this and actually being forward with this is by not telling people what your plans are. The Eight of Coins, and then we have the Six of Wands. Whatever it is, Aries, that you want to jump into, whatever risk you want to take it. It's a motorcycle. I am in the back. It's like half of the backyard, but this is all gated, so just an FYI. So we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Coins. You're going to have to keep a lot of the ideas, a lot of the things that you want to create, whether it is that you want to add an extra service, let's say, to your business. You want to plan a vacation, you want to purchase a home, whatever it is that you are planning or that you want to go ahead and do, you're being told to stay silent about it, as far as like not sharing it with everyone, especially those that are trying to stop you from achieving this, and just go for it. Just start to work on it. So basically with this Arise card is it's almost like you have allowed too many people keep you down. And and this is so, and I know, you know, again, my messages come in many different ways. There's almost a sense where people try to attack, let's put it this way, your character in order to stop you from achieving something, right? In order to stop you from progressing. I'm also picking up this energy of somebody bringing up your past mistakes, just things that are irrelevant. Let's just put it like that at this moment in time. So we have the High Priestess is in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Knight of Coins. If this is somebody that you consider, you know, if this is somebody that you look up to, or somebody that you consider to be very close to you, or somebody that you felt was supposed to have your back no matter what, and then they're not showing up, and it's like, well, if this person I'm so close to and I'm always supporting them and etc., if they think that I don't have it, then maybe I don't have it. And that's kind of like the dialogue that I'm picking up when it comes to this struggle of like just going for something. But it's time for you to rise. It's time for you to go after what you want. It is time for you to go ahead and put that time in. With the Princess of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and we did have the Three of Wands. It's almost like, why? Oh, I don't like that. I'm getting in my head like, well, I waited too long, so it's almost as like it's too late. Those are all just excuses, right? So let's say you want to go ahead and you want to either start school, or you want to learn something new or something like that, and somebody's telling you, well, you're too old for that. It's not the right time for that for you. You have all of these other things that you have to worry about. And the thing is that when you're very passionate about something, and when something is in alignment with your path, right, with your life, and it is what you're meant to do, when it is your purpose in life, it's going to work out. You're going to find a way to fit it into your busy schedule, Aries. So whoever it is that is telling you that you can't do something, that is trying to keep you down, you have two choices. Either ignore what they're saying if you can, and if you can't, and if it's very hard for you to ignore their negative comments or their negative words or whatever it is that they're saying towards you, then you're going to have to cut the cord, and you're going to have to separate yourself from them. Or you're going to have to be very limited with the amount of time that you spend with them. Or just simply do not fucking tell them what you're planning of doing. And then when they come around and they see you being successful, and you're just like, yeah, I did it. And they are, you know, and that's the thing. When you do, this is the other thing that I'm picking up for you guys. Is like, you guys would do something. If you guys go ahead and do something without sharing it with everybody, then people are going to be like, oh, why couldn't you share that? Oh, why didn't you say you were going to do that? I could have helped you this and this and that. And honestly, and I know a lot of people think that I'm probably like a bitch, and I really don't care. But honestly, it's none of their fucking business, right? Whatever it is that has been put inside of you, that is for you, right? Sometimes we as humans take away our own blessings by sharing them with anyone and then not taking action because of what they're saying to us. And I'm seeing that there's people here. Hello, hello, hello. So it's almost like that type of energy that you have to kind of like start looking at things, you know. And when I say, you know, stop caring so much about what other people think about you, it's not about being cocky. It's not about thinking that you, because these are the words that you're going to hear. You're cocky. You think you're better than everyone else. You think that you are above everyone else. You think that you're smarter than everyone else. You think that you're this. And you have to understand, at some point it has to just sink in that a lot of those things are just projection, right? How people, when people talk about certain things, they say it maybe because they feel like they're better than you. Maybe they say it because they're trying to put you down. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the reason or that's how you're saying it. So people receive information based on where they are with themselves and where they are in their life. So you cannot take the responsibility of how people take what you say and what you do. So with that advice card, again, there is this sense of needing to get up and going after what it is that you want. Needing to go get up and stop listening to other people telling you that you can't do it, right? There was something that I said years ago where it was along the line, you can't expect people without dreams, meaning no goals or no aspirations, no nothing, right? To understand or to even accept those that are chasing their dreams, right? Because in their mind, they're still very limited. And that's kind of how you have to look at it, right? That's not saying that you're any better than them. That's not saying anything that you are smarter than them or anything like that. It's just you guys are just in different parts of your path at this moment in time, and you're feeling you may be feeling a lot of pressure, Aries, when it comes to, you know, the time is right, the time is right, the time is right. So just get your ass up and go after what it is that you want and stop, because it's not even a procrastination of like being afraid or anything like that. It's more of like what people are telling you that you can't do. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on over to Taurus. So let's see. So Spirit, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? So we have the number 14. Let love transform. Let love transform. And you know what is funny? This is not so much about, I'm not picking anyone else's energy, and I'm being honest with you. Again, we do love readings on Thursdays here. So this let love transform. This is that love, not just for yourself, but that love that you have collectively, right? To the universe, to others, to, you know, Mother Earth, to everything in the world, right? And when you feel that oneness, connection with everything, it does something in you that then allows you to transform in a way that whenever you speak, whenever you walk, whatever it is, like you could just be standing there doing nothing, Taurus, and it's like just people just see you and it's like they can't pinpoint what is there, but there's something that is like drawing people towards you. So this is a beautiful time this week anyways for Taurus, for this transformation, to stop. Why does it have to come in like that? Stop trying so hard, Taurus, because your light is already shining. So it's almost like the harder you try to shine, the dimmer your light gets, right? Because when you're trying, let's put it this way, If you're doing things to get attention, or you're doing things because you want people like, hey, look at me, um, is not genuine, right? But if you're doing something that you honestly are passionate about, that you honestly care about, etc., then it's like you don't even have to go out and look for people, right? People just gravitate towards you, Taurus, and that is kind of like the thing for you this week. So for those Tauruses that have like your own business, or that are trying to like expand on social media or something like that, don't worry so much about trying to sell yourself, if that makes any sense. Just being yourself is enough. Just being yourself is going to gravitate a lot of people towards you, right? And it's almost kind of like this, of course, if you have a business and whatever, there has to be some kind of marketing strategy, right? But what I'm saying is that when you're doing something, Taurus, that you're passionate, right? It's coming from your heart. People can tell. Versus when you're just trying to tell people what quality is of something. And then the Three of Swords in the reverse. So if you feel that you have been trying to either grow your business or grow your social media or climb the ladder or something like that, it's almost like it's almost like you're being told, like, take a step back in the trying to sell yourself and let your work speak for itself, basically, Taurus. um and I know, and I know that whatever it is that you're trying to go after, you're just like, no, I got this. Like, I'm gonna make it, and you are going to make it. We have the Chariot, we have the King of Cups in the reverse, and then we have the Four of Wands in the reverse. You are going to make it, but a lot of you Tauruses are making things. It's almost like, how when people say work smarter, not harder, you're so used to Taurus working very, very hard, and just kind of like constantly going and going and going when it comes to a goal, when it comes to something. When spirit is like, this is a little, I'm getting reconnected. This is an easier way to get this. This is an easier way to manifest this. This is an easier way to get to the goal. You kind of almost like don't even hear it or don't even acknowledge it, because you're so focused on working so hard that when the opportunity comes for you, Taurus, to work smart, it just kind of goes over your head. So this week, don't allow it to go over your head, right? If you're doing something and you kind of like stop for like a second, you're like, oh wait, if I try this, like, don't question those little messages, right? Because spirit doesn't only talk to you when you're in meditation or when you're in a trance or something like that. You're always communicating with spirit. You're always communicating with your spiritual team and all of that. So if you're in the middle of doing something and you kind of pause and be like, and a new idea, a new way of doing something comes in, don't dismiss it so quickly, because I feel like you're so used to, again, having to push through everything, having to work so hard to accomplish things, that you don't listen. We have the Seven of Wands. So then it becomes your own prison, right? It becomes this space where you're not, we have the Devil in the reverse, where as much as you try to free yourself, or as much as you try to accomplish something, it just like the closer you're getting, the further it looks, right? The further out it seems to be. And you see, and he has a tattoo. So this is your second love, because it said the first card was let love transform. And he has a tattoo right here on his chest that says love. So, give yourself that love, give yourself that space to listen when spirit is telling you, like, hey, I have an easier way, for a smarter way for you to do this. And you don't always have to be going against the current or whatever. And we have the Death in the reverse. So this is definitely going to be a struggle. The Emperor in the reverse and the Five of Swords in the reverse. And then we have the Hangman. There is here this energy of, almost if you change something or if you incorporate something new, there's a fear of here of losing complete control of a situation, whether it's a business or whatever. Not making it's almost like you're questioning if you're targeting the right market or something like that. But that is going to be a challenge for you, to be honest with you, because it's like you want to try something new, you want to be able to see the success or to have something work in your favor very fast, but maybe the smarter way just, it seems too good to be true is the way that I'm picking it up. That is the way that you're viewing it. That is your perception of it. Like, nah, that just sounds too good to be true. Well, if, and you know, and I always say it, I'm like, if you're questioning something, then give it a try and give it a time frame. And if you see that it doesn't improve or it doesn't make things easier for you, then just continue on working harder. What do you have to lose, right? That's kind of like the thing for you. Like, what do you have to lose? You don't have anything to lose because you're already going after what it is that you want. So just know that just because you started a certain way, just because you started on a certain path, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is where you're going to end up, even a year, 10 years from now, right? So give yourself that flexibility, Taurus. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out Gemini. So we're moving on to Gemini. So let's see. What do we have for Gemini for this week? And I'm outdoors. I'm so hot at the moment. I am still in Dominican Republic. So just an FYI. Everyone, I think, it's sleeping. So Gemini, Spirit, what do we have for Gemini for this week? And again, I will be time stamping once I am done. And if I don't do it today, then I'll do it tomorrow in the morning. Gemini. Dance. So we have the number 42. Dance of the Divine Feminine. So a lot of you Geminis are in this... Alright, Geminis, what I'm going to do with you... Gemini, right? So, Gemini, you guys are trying... You guys are trying a lot of new things is the main energy, like, that I'm picking up. You guys are allowing yourself to open up to new experiences. And the thing is that it's almost like, and I hate saying this, but you know, Geminis are usually seen as people or viewed as people that have like split personality, right? Like are always like doubting or questioning themselves, or always like second guessing themselves or second guessing situations and things like that. But this week for you, Gemini, I feel that you are not doing that. You're really going for things, and you're really allowing yourself to experience life. And the thing with that is that you're going to be surprised with the things that you're going to end up manifesting. And what I mean by that is there is a lot, okay, there's a lot of people coming your way. There are a lot of people coming your way to help you. Now, I'm not exactly sure what they're going to help you in. At this moment in time, we have the King of Wands in the upright, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. And I'm not making any connection as far as like you know, like as a couple or anything like that. This is more of like, okay, opportunities are coming to you. These opportunities, and when I say opportunities, they're coming in the form of people, like people coming towards you, Gemini, to help you. So you have to be very careful that you're not in that mindset, let's put it this way, where I can do it all and then you push these people away. because I feel like there's almost like it's not so much pride, to be honest with you. I feel that you're so used to doing yourself in a certain to a certain point, Gemini, that when help is sent your way, when you need the help and it's sent your way, with asking, right, asking people to help you and things like that, you kind of almost don't want to take it, either because you don't want to owe anybody anything, or because you don't want anyone throwing anything in your face. But these individuals, because again, I kind of keep on seeing it like just, it's almost like a flood of people, right, coming your way to help you. Now, whether that is people that are following you, people that you are inspiring services, it's almost like you're almost, if you go back to old ways, let's just put it this way, you may miss out on a lot of opportunities. So stay energy from the beginning of the week of like kind of just going, getting these new experiences, allowing yourself to expand in that way. We have the Ace of Cups, the Temperance, and the Two of Coins. Now, this is where I feel that it gets a little tricky for you, right? Usually when things are going very well for you and you allow yourself to just kind of go with the flow, and you allow yourself to just experience this and this and that, then something usually happens, right? Something usually happens, right? That kind of puts like a pause to everything. We have the Two of Coins here. Well, Gemini, this that happens, right? Where then you feel that, you know, well, what now? Or because I feel that what happens is not so much that everything goes to shit. I feel like you get in your head that everything is going to get to shit, and you start to create these scenarios in your mind that then don't allow you to continue on with new experiences, that do not allow you to continue on moving forward. So for you, it's definitely, you know, that battle of the mind. So this week, as you're allowing yourself to express yourself, right, to go out there, to connect with other people, whether it's networking for businesses or whatever, when that thought comes in, like, well, what is going to go bad, or is this going to work out, is this going to fall out, you have to let go of that, because that is not necessarily that things turn bad or that things go wrong for you, is that you stop yourself midway, you stop yourself while you're on the track to achieving something. And that is what you need to stop, and that is all up here. And however it is that you need to deal with that, is going to be different for everyone. And no, those dogs are not inside the house. We have the Ace of Coins with the Five of Swords. So all of those opportunities, all of those things that you may have felt that didn't come because, for whatever reason, it wasn't that they didn't come because they weren't meant for you. We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, the Four of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Coins in the reverse. It was because you stopped. You stopped. You stopped. And the reason you stopped was because you allow your mind to play tricks on you, telling you that if you kept going down that road, because everything was going so good, because everything was working in your favor, that everything was going to end up falling apart. And we talked about this last week, where yes, things, when you're growing, right, when you're moving forward, things have to fall out. Certain people have to be removed. Certain things have to be removed in order to allow new things to come in. So that may just be the perspective that you're going to have to start looking at things in life. But the dance of the divine feminine is like, own it, right? Own whatever it is that you're doing. Own the experience, and stop with the thought patterns that something is going to go wrong, Gemini. Stop it. Because I feel that up to now, a lot of you Geminis have actually been doing very well. But it's almost like in the back of your head, you're almost like, okay, what's going to go to shit? And nothing is going to go to shit, Gemini. Just keep on envisioning, or keep on thinking, or keep on putting your energy and your focus on what it is that you want to accomplish, and what it is that you... Alrighty. I don't know if I'm connected again or not. Okay. There, it's back. And again, guys, the internet is so spotty, and I don't understand why, because, like, I'm the only one up. So it shouldn't be like this. Just know that I'll keep reconnecting, so I'll just keep going. So we're doing Cancer. So what is the energy for Cancer, Spirit? What is the energy for Cancer? 25. Behind. Behind. Don't listen to me, guys. I can't even read. Beyond the threshold of fear, Cancer. 25. What are you fearing, Cancer? What are you afraid of? You're facing something this week. You're facing some type of, it's almost like this limited mindset that you have in a certain area of your life. And again, I always use workout as an excuse. Maybe you have always told yourself, or I can't do squats because I have a knee surgery. And this is the week that you go beyond the fear, and whether it is a modified squat or whatever, you go for it. But you're facing something. There's a fear that you're facing, and you're moving beyond it. So whatever has been keeping you stuck, whatever has been mentally almost eating at you, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. If you've been dealing with any type of depression or any type of like mood swings is what I'm picking up, the Chariot in the reverse, or any type of anxiety, we have the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. Because here we have an energy of like, not, it's almost like when you get into the state of anxiety or and I'm not talking, let's make this very clear, I'm not talking about somebody that suffers from like clinical depression. I'm talking about people that, what the energy that is coming up here are people that go through depressive moments, right, for whatever the reason, right? So when you get in these areas, right, whether they're lasting a couple of days or a couple of weeks or just a day, you almost like you stop yourself. You stop caring about yourself. You stop caring about your dreams and your goals, and you yourself get yourself stuck. And what I mean by that is like, okay, like, all right, let's put it this way. I have narcolepsy. So there are times when I get depressed because it comes with narcolepsy. And then I may be depressed for like a day where I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm so done with this and this and this and that. And then the next day I wake up and I'm fine, right? We all go through those, through those stages. So that's what I'm talking about here. So if you've been in that type of stage where, I like to say like blah, right, Cancer? Like, whatever. Like, it's almost like there is no, it's almost like you have been looking at life or at situations in your life, almost like, what's the point, right? And you need to shift yourself or get yourself out of that. And the only way, so if you stop as a crutch, right? If you say, well, I can't do this because of this, and then you find a solution to go ahead and move past that, then that crutch is no longer there. And that in itself can be hiding, or can be kind of like, it almost has like this behind energy of like almost fear, if that makes any sense. And then it's like you have to face it, right? So whatever excuses you've been making for yourself, however you've been procrastinating things, Cancer, is like you're gonna face that shit, and it's like you're gonna move beyond it, right? You have to move beyond it, because otherwise you're going to continue on being stuck. Nobody is getting you stuck. Nobody is sending you things to get stuck. Nobody's trying to get you stuck. And I don't know why I have to say that, because I don't know, maybe some of you think that somebody has it out for you. That is not what I'm picking up. This is all you. And maybe that is the fear of realizing that where you are at is not where you want to be, not because of someone else, but because of yourself. and that is something that you have to face. And once you face that, then you're able to go ahead and start building. Then you're able to go ahead and start going after the things that you want. We have the Prince of Cups in the reverse, the Three of Cups in the upright position, and the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. So you have to make a choice as far as if you're going to stay paralyzed in the fear and allow life to happen, allow the circumstances to happen and continue on reacting to them, allow your finances to be shitty, allow your relationships to be crap, allow your self-worth, your self-value, the way that you see yourself to continue on being in the toilet, however you want to call it. Or you can choose to move past that fear, past those excuses that you have made, and go after what it is that you want. Because right now, a lot of you may have been or are feeling like there's nothing that you can do to change your current situation. But you don't understand, Perla. But you don't understand, Perla. But you don't understand, Perla. This is going to sound harsh, Cancer, and I love you guys. My daddy is a Cancer. We all have a story. We all have struggles. We all have times when everything goes to shit and we don't know how we're going to get out of it. And we all have a choice. We all have a choice. What allows a lot of people to stay in this energy of fear, right? Not moving beyond the fear, is that people, and that's just all of us, right? As humans, we have become programmed to believe that everything has to be instant. And it's not like that, right? You don't go to the gym for a day, for an hour, and come up completely ripped. You don't go to school to become a doctor for a day and become a doctor. You don't, there is almost like collectively this lack of work ethic, let's put it that way, that a lot of people are losing. And the thing is that subconsciously, right, you know, everything is there. You want to, you want to order something, you want to see something that's coming out in the movie theaters. Way back when we used to actually have to go and drive to the movie theaters, right? Now you can watch it on HBO or Disney Plus or whatever, because it comes out at the same thing. And all you have to do is pay it at your house, right? So subconsciously we are reprogramming ourselves that if something is not instant, it is not worth it, or it's not meant for us. So that work ethic, if you have lost that, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean about a job. We're talking about everything in life, right? Fast food, everything has become so instant that subconsciously it has affected you in a point where now when you get an idea, when you want to go after something, when you want to pursue something, if you don't see that instant result in something, you stop, you pull away. And you have to stop that. So stop worrying about how long is it going to take you, Cancer, to achieve something. Stop worrying about how much time you have to put into something, Cancer. Stop worrying about how many nights you're going to have to break, how many times you're going to have to wake up early, how many, weekends you're going to have to spend indoors. Now, if all of these questions are coming up, then one or two things: you're really not passionate about it, or it's just your freaking work ethics when it comes to a certain situation. And it's just that simple. So you need to move beyond that fear that if something doesn't work instantly for you, that it's not meant for you. It's going to take time, whatever it is that you want to go after. And I do feel that a lot of you cancers really want to get past that energy of like either feeling anxious or feeling depressed because something is not working in your favor, because something is not working for you. But then you hold yourself back. You have a choice. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am telling you that if you continue on not putting that time, not putting that effort on what it is that you want to accomplish, nothing is going to change. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the High Priestess in the upright. And then we have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. And this is going to sound really fucked up. If you want to have a pity party about everything that has gone wrong, or you want to go ahead and blame everyone, then just take a fucking afternoon and have that pity party. But then once you let all of that shit out, whether you have to write it, whether you have to sing it, whatever it is, once you let it out, then let it go and move away from it. Stop going back to it. Stop going back to it, because that's what happens. You go back to like, well, I tried this and it didn't work. And then somebody asks you, well, like, how much time did you give it? Oh, I did it for like a week. And they're looking at you like, talking about like a week? Like, are you serious here? You know, a lot of the times when you see people blow up or you see people become almost like financially wealthy or whatever, like all of a sudden, right? And I hate when people say like, well, it was just all of a sudden, it was so fast. It wasn't all that fast, right? It is years and years and years of planting seeds from when the idea first began. And even if subconsciously, even if consciously they're not aware of it, they were taking steps to that success, right? And that's kind of like what you have to look at here. So a lot of you, it's like, let go. It's just that fear of like how long something is going to take or how much work you're going to have to put into something. And you have to let go of that, Cancer. Just go after it and know that if you face that fear, some of you are going to be like seriously like wanting to slap yourself in the face, because once you allow yourself to get past that threshold of fear, Cancer, everything changes. Everything. And right. And one more thing that I want to say before we move out of Cancer: whatever you're going to do, make sure that you're doing it for you. So whatever it is, this fear that you're going to be facing this week, ask yourself why. Why do you want to overcome it? If your answer is in relation to someone else and not yourself, it's going to be short-lived. Just saying it. Because whatever it is that, whenever you're going to go after something, whenever you want to go ahead and pursue something, if your reason, your why is because of something externally, it is normally short-lived, right? Because eventually that inspiration or that motivation runs out, right? And then you stop, or then you stop trying to continue on growing, right? Then it's like you reach it and then that's it. There's no more aspirations, there's no more dreams, there's no more goals, there's no more nothing. So always make sure that your why is you. You're passionate about it. You want this. This is what you feel is a part of you. And for some of you, Cancer, that may be something hard where, you want to do this because you want to prove someone wrong, okay? So then what happens when you hit that success level, right? That you're here, right? You wanted to get here, you got here, you proved somebody wrong. then what do? Do you stay there, or do you have to wait until somebody tells you that you can't go any higher in order to push yourself? So you have to be your biggest cheerleader, you have to be your biggest supporter, and you have to be your biggest why, your biggest reason in order to go after something. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to Leo. And I don't know why I'm picking up, like, for today. I don't know why, like, I keep on hearing this, like, I always set the intentions when I do the readings to be kind of like, like, I want to give everybody big, like, good news and stuff like that. But there's something about this week. Don't ask me where we're at on the moon cycle, because I really don't fucking know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll probably look it up once we're done. But regardless, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what stage of the moon cycle we're in. You guys know that I really don't follow that. I should. But it's almost like this week just feels like, let's get everyone's shit and BS on the table so they can fucking deal with it and move on with their fucking life. It's almost like, okay, we can't keep giving you the same fucking message over and over again of what is waiting for you, and you're not listening. So let's go ahead and let's attack the issue, like, plain and simple. So this way you're not trying to guess what it is, and you can freaking move away from it. That's like the energy that I'm picking up for this week. So just letting you guys know, it's not going to be one of those readings where everything is happy and sunshine for this week. This week it's about, for whatever reason, the energy personally that I'm picking up is about literally leaving all the BS, all the excuses, all the crap. Connected again? I think we're connected again. For some of you, the transition this week is going to be, okay, Spirit's going to tell you to do this, and you're going to do it. And for other this week, Spirit, Leo, what is Leo's main energy? What is Leo's main energy? Leo. Yeah, I'm just looking at critters, like, flying around. It's driving me crazy. Leo. The cloak of Christ with the number 4. So, Leo, love you guys. My mama is the Leo. I have a couple of things for Leos. Stop being so over dramatic with certain things. Learn to take constructive criticism, I'm hearing. Because I feel that with this cloak of Christ, I feel like messages are coming into you from individuals that you really don't want to hear it from. And for some of you, it's to humble your ass down a little. Just saying. Instead of reacting right away when somebody says something, or getting loud, or trying to nitpick, or trying to put them down, or anything like that, take a step back and see if there is any truth to what they're criticizing you about. We have the Ace of Needles in the reverse. So again, guys, needles represent swords in this deck. The wands represent, the candles represent wands. The presents represents the pentacles. And what else do we have? And the potions represents the cup. So we have the Ace of Needles in the reverse, the Magician, the Knight of Candles, the Moon. Oh, we got all your 6. Oh, we got more than 6. The 8 of Candles in the upright, the 3 of Potions in the reverse with the 2 of Potions in the upright. So right away here, guys, there is a scene here of Okay. Messages and things have been trying to get to you, Leo, in a less aggressive way. In a more delicate way, and you guys have been ignoring it. So, a lot of you, Leos, may be taking certain things very personally when it's not meant to be taken that way. A lot of you, it's almost like you want to. You want to be the center of attention all the time. And I'm going to say it. I didn't want to say it. I feel like people are going to get pissed. But it is okay to celebrate someone else's success and not have to turn. So it's almost like this thing, Leo, where you're used to in whatever your field is or whatever it is. And it's almost like it's time for someone else to shine for a little. And it's not going to take from you, right? It's not going to take from you. And I feel that that is something that some of you may have a hard time kind of accepting. Because with the Christ, the cloak of Christ is like whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you create, whatever it is that you put out there, whatever it is protected. So there is no need to be in a competitive mode with everyone. You don't have to compete with everyone. Because in reality, you guys are not on the same level. And you bring something in different than what the other person is bringing in. So don't feel that because you're seeing someone being successful, right? In a similar field or within the field that you're in, don't feel like they're the competition, because they're not, right? Everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and everybody is going to gravitate or have people gravitate towards them that are meant to be with them. But it's almost like learn to celebrate other people's success, especially like, your friends or your family members or whatever it is. That's really the issue that I see for you this week. Because no one else's success is going to take from you. Your investment, and what I mean by that is like whatever you do, right, Leo, whatever you do, whatever you create, whatever service you provide, whatever it is that is within your sacred space, Leo, is protected. So you don't have to constantly be on guard or thinking that because you're seeing someone else being successful at this moment in time, that they're gonna come after you or after your clients or your whatever it is, because it's not like that. And then it's like you fail to see this. You fail to see how good you have it. And the thing is that you can end up worrying so much about how successful someone else is that then you stop putting energy and time in what it is that you do, and then you start to lose. And then you justify that blaming the other person that is having success. Well, they came and they took my success. No, sweetie, you left your success on the table because you were so focused on what they were doing. So this week, Leo, you need to redirect yourself to you. And if you don't want to celebrate someone else's success, that's fine. But then stop worrying about it, and then just focus on what it is that you're doing. Just focus on what it is that you want to do, and focus on your own success. No one is coming after what you have. No one is coming after what is yours. You are the one. If you feel like you're losing clients friends or you're losing whatever it is because you're not giving it the attention and the energy that you were giving it, let's put it like this, like a month ago, because now you're focused on, someone else's success. And any constructive criticism that is given to you during this week, Leo, whether it is at work, whether it is your performance at the gym, whether it is your cooking or whatever it is, before you snap at somebody, take a step back and see if there's anything to what they're saying. Because a lot of these constructive criticism are coming from people that you don't want to hear it from. And again, it's almost like this attempt to like almost, it's like this humbling energy, right? Where, I don't know, for some reason, there's just a sense that you need to be humbled in an area of your life. And like this is why I say, like, to everybody, you don't know everything, right? I don't know everything. None of us know anything. So we can always learn from each other. But when you put, there's like a freaking bug like right behind me, like I want to just freaking kill it. I'm hoping that it leaves. Because it's like really creeping me out. I think it's leaving. Anyways, when you allow yourself to take constructive criticism, when you allow yourself to learn from others, you evolve and you grow more, right? And that's kind of like you have been in this stage or in this space where I'm not gonna lie, you're a go-getter. You go after things, you learn things, you like to learn things in depth, right? But that doesn't mean that there's no room for you to learn more, Leo. So if there is constructive criticism coming your way, take a step back and listen, because there's something there that you need to listen to, whether it is that you don't want to admit it to yourself, or whether it is that you've been ignoring it and you have to start paying attention to it. Did it leave whatever it was? I think so. I think tomorrow night I'm just gonna stay indoor and just talk like really, really low, because I hate like, and I don't hate, it's not even scary. It's like I get creeped out by certain insects. Anyways, and I haven't been here like in 17 years, right? So there's a lot of things that I haven't seen in 17 years, and I want to see them, I'm like, oh, I'm so used to like my Connecticut bugs and stuff. So we're doing Virgo. So what do we have for Virgo? Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? Virgo. Commitment, the number 31. And it's so funny because like I'm sort of shuffling. I'm like, what do I feel like you guys have been waiting for something, and with this commitment card, it's almost like, okay, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, where the hell is it, right? And it reminds me. I keep on hearing all these creatures, all these little critters. I keep on thinking of this thing. Like ever since I got to DR, not ever. Like I want to say like the last 4 days. I keep on hearing thunder, right? And those of you that follow me know how much I love the rain, right? I love thunderstorms. I love heavy rain. I love going out and dancing in the rain. That's like my favorite thing, right? Dancing in the rain. And it's been thunderstorming, and like it rained a little yesterday, but it was not enough for me to go dancing. Let's just put it that way. So it's almost like, it reminds me of that, because it's like, okay, I'm still going to stay committed to being passionate and really being in love with dancing in the rain, even if I keep on getting played at this moment where I haven't gotten my thunderstorm. So it's almost kind of like that way, like you're waiting for something to have a payoff. You're waiting for something to kind of just like, okay, let's see the results. And this is your week to stay committed. This is your week to kind of push through. This is the week not to procrastinate. This is the week to show up, especially if you're doubting that something is going to work out in your favor. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. So some of you are waiting for certain things, again, to manifest. The Knight of Swords. You're not calling it quits, but I do feel that there is, and we have the Ten of Cups. There is almost this energy of like almost losing faith in something. And again, guys, these are not love readings, so we're not looking at love connections. But it's almost like losing faith that something is going to work out in your favor. Losing faith that something is finally going to work out, or that something is finally, like there's gonna be this breakthrough. And it may be that you're feeling the pressure of it, right? Like, okay, I feel it coming, but it's not here yet, right? Like you feel it, but it's not here, and you're kind of getting tired of this energy of like, okay, why do I have to keep waiting for this? Like, why isn't it just coming in, right? We have the Hanged Man, and it's actually a woman. So this deck has double, like a male and a female for certain cards. Don't ask me what deck this is. I left the boxes at home, so I really can't tell you. But we have the King of Wands, and again, she's also a female. Very beautiful cards. I love these cards. I think that's just the leaves. And then we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So again, a lot of you are waiting for something to, hold on guys. I really want to, nah, it's going away. I was going to hit it. But it keeps on hiding. I don't know what the, it's creepy, whatever it is. Anyways, a lot of you have been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's like, the more, I'm so distracted right now. The more you're waiting, the less, the more, it's almost like the more you're waiting for something to happen, the more you're waiting for something to come in. It's almost like the more disappointed you're feeling, or the more passion that you're quote unquote losing for something. And that is going to be it's going to be very hard to kind of keep that optimistic energy up and the faith that this is coming in for you, because you're just kind of like, some of you are questioning whether you took a wrong turn when it comes to like your path or your purpose. Some of you are questioning whether it's just like almost, it's like you're just tired of waiting. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse with the Page of Swords. Don't lose your cool is what I'm hearing. And the Seven of Wands. Don't lose your cool when it comes to this. Stay true to your goals, or stay true to what it is that you said you were going to see something through. We have the Ten of Wands. There's a lot of disappointment in this though. The Three of Pentacles. Somebody's feeling like they've wasted their time and their energy on a situation. With the Six of Pentacles, because you haven't seen results or any growth within something. Oh, my ear is so itchy. We have the Eight of Cups. Some of you are thinking of walking away from whatever it is that you were committed to. Now, if this is a relationship, and this probably is, because we have the Lovers and the Nine of Wands. So unfortunately, even though I set the intention, for some of you, this may have to do with love. You're waiting for someone to show up. You're waiting for someone to keep their promises. And because it's almost like this energy of like putting in the work, being very patient and seeing no results and wanting to walk away from something. Now, if it is in love and you've been waiting for someone to quote unquote show up a certain way or to change their ways, walking away is the best choice for you. Because sweetie, you're going to be waiting a very long time. We have the King of Wands. Now, what about those that this is an investment when it comes to like business and stuff like that? We have the Tower, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. I was talking to myself there for a second because it said, I don't even know if I'm still, am I reconnected? I may have stayed talking to myself. Some of you are waiting and waiting and waiting for something to yield results. Some of you are losing faith in a situation, whether it's a business or an investment. Your heart is no longer in something. If that is the case, then walk away from it. If you feel like you're no longer passionate about something or a relationship, then walk away from it. If this is an investment and you have yet to see any results, but you feel like it's coming, it is about showing up. I don't want to, you could say like you're being tested, like to see how committed you actually are to something. And needing to stay committed to it, with the King of Pentacles in the upright position, and she is a female in this deck, when this card. And then the Temperance in the reverse. But it's almost like when something comes in, you're so like over it that it's like, it's almost like unsatisfying. So weird for you guys. Maybe something clear. Five of Wands. The Chariot. Some of you are gonna just walk away and you're not waiting for something anymore, or you're not gonna keep on waiting on something. King of Cups. Some of you are gonna choose to go a different path. Some of you are gonna choose to go in a different direction, whether that's in a relationship or when it comes to your career, whatever it is you want to do in life. There's something that is no longer, there's something that is unfortunately becoming more of a drag than anything else, because you haven't seen any results from it. We have the Ace of Swords, so definitely cutting off from this or moving away from it, with the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. But yeah, some of you, it's like, even if you feel it coming, and when it gets to you, you're just so over it. And that's why I say that love energy is coming in. It's almost like by the time somebody changes or shows up how they said they were going to show up, you're so over it that you don't even want it. That's kind of like what I'm picking up. So if something is not giving you results and you feel like you've spent enough time, then evaluate or reevaluate if you want to stay committed to something, because this is definitely something of a commitment, right? If you started your own business, like, and you know, you've been at it for like a year or two and you're not seeing anything and you're losing money and this and that, then either if you want to stay committed to it or if you want to continue on, maybe there are things that you have to add or things that you have to tweak, or maybe you just have to go in a whole different direction, and that choice is going to have to be yours. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on to Libra. Libra, what do we have for Libra for this week? Libra. Oh my God, my left ear is like itching like crazy. Ooh, Libra. Libra. What's your hesitation, Libra? Resplendent with Grace, number 24. Now, Libra, what's going on with you? There's this tired energy. There's just energy of just, ugh. We have the Knight of Wands. Nine of Wands in the reverse. The Hanged Woman in the reverse. A lot of you Libras are needing to stand up for yourself. The Fool, Six of Cups, Four of Coins, and the reverse. You need to set better boundaries with other people. You need trying to fix everyone's problem. Peacekeeper for everyone. You need to stop offering your time, your energy, your money, or whatever it is to other people, because you want to help everyone, but you're doing it at the expense of yourself. So you need to set better boundaries. You need to start standing up for yourself, and you need to allow yourself time to forgive yourself for all the time that you put yourself last. You have a very, you have this tendency where you help and you give and you help and you give, Libra, and then you get pissed when others don't give and help you. But you're the one that's choosing to give more of yourself. You're the one that's choosing to give and help. Even if your help is not asked, even if people are not asking. Just because you are a certain way, you cannot expect other people to be as giving and as helpful as you are. And if you are doing things to have one over, and the reason why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, the reason why people are not giving to you, people are not helping you, it is because your intention behind helping and giving to others is screwed up. Some of you are doing it so that somebody owes you something. And again, guys, you take the message however you want, but I'm picking up an energy here, Libra, of someone that does or offers or whatever, so that they can brag about it. And whether it is you or someone that you're dealing with, if the intention of doing something or helping someone else is to tell the world, like hey, look who I helped, so that people can then come around and praise you, that intention in itself can be seen, quote unquote, as tinted, right? And then genuinely, no one is going to come and want to help you or offer or give you, because there's nothing to match. Your payment is coming in the praises that you are so much looking for. So with this Fool and the Six of Cups and the Four of Coins in the reverse, it's like, it's okay. If that's the reason why you did it, it's okay. There's no judgment here. But then don't be getting mad when people are not offering or giving to you. And I'm not telling you to change either, because that's your life, right? I'm not telling nobody to change. Everybody does whatever feels right for them. But don't be getting mad at the world, is what I'm trying to say. Set better boundaries with yourself when it comes to giving and offering, because again, I feel like you're constantly trying to help other people, but the intention behind it is a little washy-washy. I'm not gonna lie about it. The Nine of Cups, the King of Coins. If you have to help, whether it's with your time, with your energy, with money or whatever, then go for it. But again, you see the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Three of Swords. Whatever you are receiving is not so much on the action or what you are actually doing. Part of it is, but a lot of it is what is the intention behind it. And if your intention behind the things that you're doing are not pure or quote unquote positive, depending how you see life, then that is what you're going to receive, right? Because a lot of people, a lot of people are confused where it's like, when karma comes back around, like, that you're going to get it in the same exact way. Usually, when karma comes back around, is usually with the things that you love or care for the most that are going to be affected. So, if let's say, if I go ahead and I cheat on my partner and we break up or whatever, it doesn't necessarily mean that the next person is going to cheat on me. My finances, I may get cheated out of my finances. I may get cheated out of a business opportunity, or I may get cheated out of whatever. So it's almost kind of like looking at it that way. Not everything is coming back around to you the same way that you're putting it out. So if your intention for helping and giving to others is to get praise, you're getting that praise, but then don't sit there and expect that you're going to find other people that are going to give to you and help you. Because the payment that you're looking for in the energy that I'm picking up, Libra, is that praise. So there is a need here to kind of reconnect or to try to figure out where your intentions are, so that you can move more into this grace period of your life. And don't sit there judging yourself or holding on to how you used to do things, right? If you consider yourself a liar, if you consider yourself a player, if you consider yourself a bad person, whatever it is, and you wake up at this moment in time and you say, I am going to leave that behavior behind and I'm moving forward, that is all that it takes for you to move forward, right? That is all that it takes, right? You set the intention and then you start working towards making those changes. And don't hold it against yourself, whatever you've done that other people have seen as mean or negative or etc. Because then when you hold it up against yourself and you start judging and you start blaming yourself so much, then you go into a completely different vicious cycle that you don't want to be in. So let's go ahead and see. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to Scorpio. My luck here. So Scorpios, what do we have for Scorpios this week? And again, guys, for whatever the reason, it's just everything is getting laid down on the table this week. Scorpios, what do we have for you this week? Scorpio. From nothing to everything with the number 16. All right, let's go ahead and see. I need some water. Nobody's awake. All right. Can't call nobody to come and bring me water. So Scorpios, from nothing to everything. What are you moving past? What barriers are you overcoming this week? Scorpios. Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some type of lessons that have been learned, and there is this. If you guys have been struggling financially, all right, give me a second. So I was gonna say something, and then it's like, hold on. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse with the Magus, which is the Magician in the reverse. So some of you have been trying to make something happen, have been trying to find different source of income or something like that. And everything that you try has has not worked out. I don't want to say fail, because you guys continue on pushing through, right? You guys continue on moving forward. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and then, which represents in this deck the wealth, and then we have the Eight of Swords, which represents the interference, and then we have the Hermit. So a lot of you need to stop speaking certain things into your existence, into your life. A lot of you feel that you have to have a certain amount, like a certain title or a certain amount of whatever it is, in order to go after something, or in order to make something happen. It's like you use your words instead of blessing yourself with your words, you curse yourself with your words. Whether you're doing it intentionally or unintentionally, it doesn't matter, regardless of where you are in your path and your journey, but you're cursing yourself with your words. So it's almost like if you even give yourself that little bit of space to believe in yourself exactly as you are at this moment in time, you can have everything that you want. We have the Five of Pentacles, so there's definitely worry here that the Five of Wands in the reverse, there's worry, and then the Ace of Cups. There's worry that you're not enough, whether it is for a relationship, whether it is for a job, whether it is for whatever. You are your biggest enemy when it comes to stopping yourself from going after something. You criticize yourself too much. You want all of these things in life, as far as like financial freedom. You want love. You want all of this stuff. But then you curse yourself, saying, I'm damaged, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not there yet, I need this before I can do that. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever it is that you want to do, Scorpio, you can accomplish it. Why am I picking up this energy of like, I get it that it was a learned behavior, right? It was something that maybe you were told constantly, that you were worth nothing, that you were nothing. And now it's like, you try to be as positive as you can, Scorpio, but I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you, it's all superficial, because then when you're by yourself, you don't actually, you start to worry whether it is that you are worthy, or whether it is that you should go after something, or whether it is that you are enough. So why don't we do this? So why instead of spending all that time to be superficially positive, positive is the thing now, right? Oh, you're so negative. You need to be more positive. I say it like that. No offense, honestly, to anybody. But sometimes we get caught up in this wagon of, you need to be positive, and it's like, positive is not about posting quotes, or not facing your challenges or your shortcomings, not facing the whatever it is in front of you and pretending that it's not there. It is about acknowledging that it's there, but not allowing it to destroy you, not allowing it to conquer you. And I feel that that's kind of like what you guys have to, that is going to be your biggest challenge this week. If there's a job that you want to apply to, go for it. If there's something that a person you want to approach, go for it. Stop believing that lie in your head that is telling you that you're not enough, or that you're not good enough. And that energy that you're posting on the superficial positivity, invest that time and energy into learning. I'm not going to say learning to love you, learning to accept all of who you are. What you may seem as good and bad, learning to love, not learning to love, excuse me, learning all of that aspect of yourself, acknowledging that all of that makes you you, so that you can begin to like yourself and truly learn to love yourself. Because anything, and that's kind of like the thing that kind of like gets me off with you guys, with Scorpios, is like, if you just allow yourself to go after what you want without questioning it so much, you'll get it like this. But you worry so much about your own worth as a person. And again, this can be stemming from either childhood or a relationship that you were in, that somebody was constantly putting you down or whatever it is. But it has not, it's almost like it's there, right? Every time you say like, yeah, I'm going to apply for this. And it's like, you would apply to a job, you will go to an interview and everything goes good and everything goes right. And then you start with your mind like, I'm going to call me, or oh, I'm never going to. And what you feel, you know, a lot of people that, oh, you know, our words have power as joke, and it's not. It really is not. So the more that you continue to curse yourself with the way that you speak about yourself, with the way that you speak to yourself, the more of it that you see. And the superficial positivity, excuse me, is not fucking working anymore. Because as you're doing that, you're suppressing certain parts of yourself. You're not acknowledging certain parts of yourself. And this is not about mastering positivity. This is about mastering yourself, meaning that you learn who you are in the physical sense, in the spiritual sense, mentally, emotionally, in every single aspect of yourself. And accept yourself without that judgment of, this is, you know, this is bad, so it has to be hidden, or this is bad, so I'm never going to get this. Because those are lies that you have been fed, that now you continue to feed yourself. So that is your challenge this week, Scorpio. And just remember, you are enough just as you are. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to Sagittarius. So Sag, what do we have for Sagittarius? I don't even know how much battery my thing has. I may have to, where's the charger? Hold on, guys. Because it kind of looks like, okay. I know, I'm getting all up in there. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to plug in. Hopefully I don't lose it, but we'll see. Plug this in real quick. Is it plugged in? I don't know. This iPad has been... Oops. Now it's on the floor. Hold on, guys. It just looks like my battery is like really... I'm just trying to put it somewhere where it's not going to fall. All right. So, okay. I'm back. I just want to make sure that the iPad doesn't die on me while I'm recording. I'm not going to stand up again. Sagittarius. What do we have for Sagittarius this week? What do we have for Sag this week? So Sag has the same card as Aries, I believe did. Aries, number 13. And show up is the main thing that is coming for me. Coming to me, excuse me. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Sag, you need to start showing up for yourself the same way that you show up for others. Whether that is in a supporting way, whether that is physically, we have the Devil in the upright position. You need to start being a little bit, the Three of Swords. You need to start being a little bit more selfish when it comes to what and who you're spending your energy with. Now, that doesn't just apply to love. We have the Seven of Wands. 9 of Coins in the upright. So we're talking about, like, you know, these, and then the Princess of Cups. What are you spending your time on a daily basis? Like, as far as, like, you know, what a lot of people don't like routines, and I get it, but you have to have some type of structure to kind of keep you on track, right? So people that travel for a living, or that's their lifestyle. They're constantly looking at flights and looking at locations, right? Looking at their next place and things like that. That is a structural, right? It doesn't have to be very specific. It doesn't have to be to the T or anything like that. But it's almost like you have to take a little bit more. You need to take a little bit more pride, is what it was is coming through when it comes to the structure of your own personal life. When it comes to saying no, when it comes to setting boundaries, and when it comes to showing up for yourself. You need to stop putting everyone else's problems and feelings and emotions and this and that, blah, 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 in front of yourself, in front of yours. Because it's not doing anything for you, Sag. It's not. You know, it's almost like kind of like that thing, like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And that is basically the world that we live in, right? If people see you taking care of yourself, if people see you being selfish, they see it as a negative thing. And then you have other people that see. So what you have to realize is reconnecting. So I don't know if I should stop. What you have to realize, Sag, is that you're not going to please everyone in this world. There's always going to be someone that's going to be against what you're doing. So why don't we just go ahead, Sagittarius, and do whatever the hell you want? Live your life for you. If people have an issue with it, that is their issue, right? Because it's almost like this energy for you guys of like, you're, and I don't know why I'm picking it up like this, but it's almost like trying not to offend certain people or a certain someone, Sagittarius, but you're not being your true self by not speaking up in a certain situation, by not expressing, by not expressing yourself in a certain situation, Sagittarius. So, and I don't care what people say, you need to start putting yourself first. You need to start putting your goals, your needs first. Because if you don't take care of you, you're not doing anyone around you, whether it's your husband, your wife, your kids, your dogs, your mother, your father, your sibling, any favor. Because then you can't show up as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just stop. This is very heavy of like, I can't speak. I can't speak. I can't say what I want to say. I can't voice my opinion. Because it's almost like you may feel like there's this attack, and you're silencing yourself whether it is verbally or not going after something. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, the Two of Wands, and then we have the Star in the reverse. You're dimming your light to stay neutral in a situation. You're dimming your light to stay. It's just, it's like this neutral energy. Well, who is it that sings that song? A friend to all is a friend to none. None, because it's almost like if someone can't accept, if someone refuses to be part of your life because you guys have different opinions, they're not meant to be in your life. And if you have to stay quiet in order to keep someone in your life, they're not meant to be in your life. So stop dimming your fucking light for someone else. We have the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups in the upright, and the Four of Swords in the reverse. Everything is a transition period, Sag. Everything has a grieving period. Whether, you know, somebody dies, whether somebody walks away from you, whether you walk away from someone, and the grieving part or the missing someone from time to time or a situation doesn't necessarily mean that you did something wrong or that you did a mistake from walking away from a person or a situation. That is just a natural process of life. But it's needed. Because if you stay within this energy, your light just keeps dimming more and more and more and more and more. Someone's here, it's like even when you have something to be happy about, even when you have something to celebrate about, oh, fuck. Even like if you have like an accomplishment or something and you want to celebrate, you're still like, you're not going all out on something, or you're not expressing it exactly how you want to in order not to offend somebody or in order to not make somebody feel a certain way. And that's not right. No, you shouldn't, you know, and this is what I say, like everybody celebrates their accomplishment however they want to. There is no right or wrong way. But if you're stopping yourself from celebrating something in a specific way, Sagittarius, because you don't want somebody to take offense or you don't want somebody to think a certain way, then that is an issue. Because whatever it is that you're wanting to celebrate, whatever it is that you're wanting to share, it is time to rise up. It is time to take your place. It is time to show the world who you are, Sag. Stop with this, you know, wanting to either please somebody or trying to keep the peace with certain people, whatever it is. You know what, if they have an issue with your success, Sagittarius, if they have an issue with what you're saying, how you're saying it, what you're wearing, whatever the fuck it is, that's their problem. But you need to stop dimming your light to keep other people happy. And we're going to move on to Capricorns. Capricorns. Like, I want to be dancing right now and like so chirpity, chirpity, chirpity. And it's like, no. Let's get all of this BS out on the table so everybody can face all of this crap this week. And I have to deal with it again. All right. What do we have for Capricorn for this week, Spirit? What do we have for Capricorn for this week? What do we have for Capricorn? The Courage of Your Love, number 38. The courage of your love. Right away, I'm getting this energy of questioning, doubting. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Judgment in the upright. We have the Five of Cups. The Seven of Wands in the reverse, Capricorn. King of Pentacles, she is a female. The Star. My fellow Capricorns, those of you that have been struggling or struggling with making something happen may have been feeling like you have felt stuck in a certain situation, whether love, finances, career, whatever. You that sounds so messed up. I don't know what's up with spirit today. Like, why do I have to bring all these fucked up messages today, right? Somebody's got to do it, right? So I guess it's me. You're going to... Okay, how can I put it this way? You Capricorns, all right, let's put it this way. I want to put it in a nice way. You Capricorns were told to move away from certain people, to separate yourself from certain people, meaning it was supposed to be more of a high and buy type of thing. You were not to take any help from this person. You were not to take any assistance from this person. You were not to be celebrating your success with this person or celebrating whatever with this person. Now, this can be, you know, your significant other, family, friends, it doesn't matter. There's someone in your energy that every time you speak to them, whether what it is that you're going to do or whether what it is that you've accomplished or something like that, there is this sense of like, almost like this fake happy for you. And it gets to you because you may be genuinely happy for them when they come and tell you their good news, and then it kind of makes you, like, puts you in a space where then you're kind of asking yourself, like, am I making this shut up, or am I really supposed to separate myself from this person? And it's like, if you haven't put it to the test, whoever this person is for you specifically, give yourself a week of no contact with this person and see how things change in your life. That flip. Now, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, I'm picking up this energy that this may be a family member. And there's a hesitation of setting very strict boundaries of just like hi and bye or just seeing you on the holidays or whatever because there are family members. But for whatever, and I'm not saying, okay, don't go saying, well, Perla said that you're jealous of me. Perla said that, you know, you're no good for me, and even though you're blood, I can't talk to you. That's not what I'm saying. Whatever the reason is, whatever you're going after at this moment in time, that has to be with material things, whether it's purchasing something, whether it's finances, whatever it is that you're going after, this person is not meant to be a part of it. at this moment in time. I'm not saying that they're not in the future, but at this moment in time. And it's almost like you have this codependency energy with this person. I don't care what you say, how independent you are. There is a codependency energy in this connection. And again, I'm not picking up a love connection, Capricorn. This is not about love, but you have a codependency energy with somebody like in your family or with the knit close of friends, like a friend or something like that. Whether it is that you consider yourself their problem solver or whatever it is, there is a codependency energy that Spirit has been trying to move you away from. And either something happened or something is happening this week that is going to sever this connection because you didn't listen ahead of time and moved away from it. So you are going to be feeling alone even though you're not alone, because this connection, this codependent connection, is being out of your life. But then what comes after that? Right? What comes after that? You free yourself from that, and then we have the King of Pentacles with the Star. Everything that you have been, everything that you felt that you weren't working towards, or that you felt that you were lacking, or that you felt that you weren't doing right, or that you felt that you were never going to accomplish, all of that is coming in. Now, what is the reason behind this specific person in your life not being there with you, or not being a part of the success that is coming into your life? I don't know why Spirit, they're just saying they're not meant to reap your rewards. Now, and I'm not saying that they're going to try to steal it from you or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. They're not meant to celebrate with you your rewards. Let's see if we can get some clarity, because and, and and I hate to say things like this, especially like when it's family, but you know, some people say like, you know, family isn't always blood, and it's true. Sometimes you can have a family member that on the DL hates you and is jealous of you and doesn't want to see you doing better, right? But when they're in front of you, they're fake. The same way that you can have friends or whatever. Now, this person in this person, the person that you've been told to move away from, Capricorn, that you haven't, shit is gonna hit the fan and ties are being cut. I don't care whether they're your brother, your sister, your mother, whatever it is. Something is happening to sever this connection in order to allow you to have or receive what it is that you're trying to receive, or what you have been waiting for. Because there's a heavy energy here. We have the Emperor in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Swords in the upright. With the Four of Swords. This person doesn't understand or cannot comprehend, Capricorn. How is it that you have been through hell and back and you're still standing? Whoever this individual is, it's like it almost like it doesn't make sense, because this person is, if you look at it from the outside, they seem to have it all. They seem to be stable. And it was almost like, there was a quote that I read about, like, you can have all the titles you, like, you know, people can have all the titles they want, but they're just so jealous of your character or something like that. It was something I put on Facebook. And that's kind of like what is coming to mind at this moment as I'm thinking about it. It's like that is exactly like the energy that I'm picking up, and I want to see if I find it. I just be sharing like so many fucking memes on my thing. Um, but it was something of that sort, and it's like, wow, that's true. Um, it's almost like this person literally has no reason, and I'm just looking to see if I can find the quote. And I probably did not share it. It's almost like this person has no reason to be jealous of you. Okay, there it is. People be so jealous of you because your character carries more weight than their title. Read that again. So, for those of you that are wondering who this person is in your life, Capricorn, there it is, right? It's like they may have a better title than you, or to the world, it seems like they have everything put together, they have everything um, figured out, but they're still jealous of your character. They're still jealous of your perseverance. They're jealous of the way that you go after things. They're jealous of the fact that you're not afraid, and or not that you're not afraid, that you face your fears and things like that. And for a lot of you Capricorns, you may have been trying to help this person see their own value, their own worth, but it's been kind of like a waste of time. And whoever this individual is, you have been shown and told over and over again that you need to cut ties with this person in order to allow yourself to receive. Because it's like, even if even if you get this pencil, right, as a gift, it's like, but why did you get it? Like, why didn't anybody gift me a pencil? Like, oh, you're so lucky somebody gifted you a pencil. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? It's a fucking pencil. Like, I'm very grateful for it, but like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you can go and buy 20 of those pencils. You know what I mean? Like, it's that type of energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the King of Swords in the reverse. She is a female in this deck again, guys. So we have the Temperance, and we have the Strength in the reverse. You may have not had, you felt, or you may feel that, like Capricorn, it's almost like you're trying to trick yourself, saying, well, they're my family, so I want, like, I want them to be part of my success, or whatever it is. And Spirit is like, no, like, no. So you haven't had the strength to walk away from someone, but whether it is that they're walking away from you, I don't know what the fuck is going on. That there's gonna be something, something big is gonna happen that is gonna sever the ties. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, with the Magician. The Two of Wands, and then the Judgment. And I mean, it can be something so simple as like, why did you put that cup there? And I fucking hate the fact that everything comes so easily to you, or I hate the fact that, you know, you look like this, or like, there may be a stupid argument. The way they're saying is like, there's going to be something stupid, or there's going to be a conversation that is going to lead to this person like spilling everything out. Like, you're just gonna be like, Damn, I asked for confirmation, and I should have taken all the other confirmations that I got like last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, and now they're basically just fucking saying it out of their mouth. Like, they're not saying that they're jealous, but what is coming out, it's like they hate the fact that you either manifest things or people gravitate to you or that you are yourself. And that sucks. It's almost kind of like, well, like, let's put this as an example. I'm trying to think of an example. Like, let's say you have somebody, let's say you have two people that are overweight, and one of them has kids and the other one doesn't, and the one that has kids loses weight and the other one doesn't, and then the one that doesn't is like, oh, I can't believe, like, oh, it's not fair that you lost the weight and I didn't when you have kids and I don't. And it's kind of like, can you just fucking be happy? It's kind of like that, right? Or like if two people are applying for a job and they have a title and you don't, but you have the experience, so you get the job, and it's like, oh, I can't believe you got the job when I'm the one that has the title. It's kind of like that energy, but it is coming from like a family member. So that's why I feel like that it's been very hard for Capricorns to go ahead and cut ties. But whether you're ready for it or not, your days are numbered when it comes to being connected to this person, at least at the level that you guys have been. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to Aquarius. How long have we been here? Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius for this week? What do we have for Aquarius, Spirit? What do we have for Aquarius? The Layla, number 34. Why am I getting expand your heart, expand your mind, give yourself the freedom to dream, give yourself the freedom to receive. Aquarius, you need to allow yourself to receive. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. You need to allow yourself to receive the blessings. Getting comfortable receiving compliments as well as criticism. They come hand in hand. We have the Knight of Cups with the King of Swords. So if you're someone that has an issue like self-esteem issues or an issue with receiving compliments, I'm getting, learn to receive those compliments the same way that you give them to other people. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Temperance in the reverse, with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. You may get very nervous or it's almost like the shy energy. Whether you show it outwardly to others or not, it makes you a little uncomfortable when people give you compliments or when people want to celebrate your accomplishments and stuff like that, and you're being told to get used to celebrating that. We have the Emperor in the upright position. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Let go of anything that doesn't allow you to. We have the Justice in the reverse. The Five of Cups in the reverse. So you have to allow yourself to receive, right? And when we talk about receiving, we're constantly, it's not just about financial receiving, right? You have to allow yourself to receive transformation. You have to allow yourself to receive messages. You have to allow yourself to receive compliments. You have to allow yourself to receive criticism. You have to allow yourself to just receive, to learn to experience, instead of wanting to control everything. Because the more that you try to control everything, the more and more out of control you feel. The more and more out of control you feel things are getting. So you can't be in a space where you're just like, well, I surrender. I have faith that everything is going to work out or whatever it is, and then you are worrying about it 24/7. It's like, make up your mind. If you want to stay in an energy about worrying about something, Aquarius, then just stay in that energy. But don't say that you're surrendering to a situation, you're surrendering to things, or that you're surrendering yourself to receive, and then trying to, like, just worrying about how it is that you're going to receive. You have to open up to really allow yourself to receive. We have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Wands. You, and again, guys, everything are tools. You may be someone that is saying a lot of affirmations. You're not believing the affirmations that you're seeing, so therefore you're seeing no results. There has to be this intent and this connection with the affirmations that you're saying regardless of whatever it is, right? You have to feel it within yourself, because otherwise there are just like empty wishes, right? Things that you're putting out to the universe that it will eventually will come true once your emotions or feelings, however you want to put it, connect to it, right? So it's almost like, if you know that you don't like your hair because it's straight or it's curly or you have too many grays or whatever it is, you can sit in front of a mirror and tell yourself that you love your hair 1,000 times, but deep down you don't. So you're never really going to accept it, right? And maybe you like your hair a different color. Maybe you like wearing your hair curly. We in Spanish we have the same way of saying no se puede tapar el sol con un dedo. You can't cover the sun with a finger or the thumb or whatever it is, right? So it's almost like, stop trying to mask things. And I'm picking up the like affirmations, like somebody saying a lot of affirmations but not truly believing those affirmations. So all you're doing is wasting your time and wasting your energy, because there's no connection in it. It's just fucking words that you're just saying out of your mouth and you're still not there yet. So maybe rephrasing your words, rephrasing your affirmation as to what it is that you want to aspire, until you get to a place where you can actually believe what it is that you're saying, right? Because internally, like our nervous system and stuff like that, when we're saying something that we're not connected with or that we don't believe, our body has a reaction. And when we talk about everything being energy, what we say, what we think, the way we feel, all of that sends out messages into the universe. And when they're not connected, the strongest, right? And personally for me, what I have noticed is like how I'm feeling, right? How I'm feeling and versus whether I believe it or not is what actually ends up manifesting versus what it is that I am saying. So when it comes to trying to manifest something and things like that, I have a very different style of doing it. Affirmations are great, but again, they are just a tool, and there's many different other tools that you can use. So if affirmations are not working for you at this moment in time, then maybe looking into other ways to get you into a space to allow yourself to receive. Because maybe just saying I receive, I receive, I receive is not working for you, because you're really not, you don't feel like it's not really within you to open up to receive. So maybe affirmations work for something materialistic or for something emotionally, and it's not working for something else. So don't ever be afraid to use other tools to allow you to get to your destination and to whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Don't get so stuck on one thing, right? I always talk about there's many different ways to attain what it is that you want. But there is here a heavy emphasis for you, Aquarius, to allow yourself to receive, because for whatever the reason, even if you're saying it 100 times, you're not believing it. Could it be that you feel that it's something that is impossible? Do you feel that it's something that you're not worthy of? For all of you, it's going to be different, but you need to get to the core of that in order to get to a point where you actually believe that you can receive it, and then allow yourself to receive it without having to continuously think about it or when it's coming. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to Pisces, which is the last one, Pisces. And now once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and do the timestamp. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it in the morning. I surge on the uprising wave of love. Number 5 for Pisces. What are you so excited about? What are you trying to be excited about is the question. You're trying to move away from naysayers. You're trying to move away. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Wealth card. Hey, buddy, can you do me a favor? Can you get me some water? The Princess of Pentacles. So you, materialistically, whether it's financially or buying things, spending money on things or whatever it is, that seems to be going pretty good for you. We have pleasure here with the 6 of Cups. I feel like a lot of you are enjoying yourself. A lot of you are celebrating. You guys are probably like the only ones having like the best week this week. As far as like facing certain challenges and fears. So far so good. We have the Sun in the reverse though. What is going on here? The Strength in the reverse. See, I spoke too soon, right? Because you're starting off the week, and then we have the Moon. You're starting off the week very very steady, very grounded, very in this energy of like a lot of abundance, a lot of things coming in, right? Whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, or whatever it is. And then we kind of have like this little bit of cloud that comes in, and it's almost like wants to knock you off your cloud. It wants to knock you off your cloud. It wants to kind of, something is coming in to try to take your joy. With the Moon here, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 6 of Swords in the reverse, and the Prince of Wands in the upright. This week, your biggest challenge is your biggest challenge is keeping the door closed towards somebody from your past. The 4 of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's going to see you. We have the 3 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's going to see your glow up or your blow up or whatever it is. Somebody's going to see you either traveling or spending money, whatever it is. Your week is starting very good. You're very grounded. You're very everything. And then somebody tries to come in to kind of like fuck shit up for you. Whether it is that they feel entitled to what it is that you have, whether it is that they're asking you for something, or they want back in your life. This is a past energy. It can definitely be an ex, guys. Again, the emphasis on these readings are not about love. They're about you and what is coming, or how, how the readings can help you grow and evolve, right, as an individual. So the thing here is, and it's very clear cut. Do not allow somebody from your past to come back in. Whether this is a friend that you cut ties with, whether this was an ex-partner that walked out on you, whatever it was, whoever this person is, when you were at your lowest, they walk away from you, and now they want to go ahead and come back in. And you may feel, you may, but we have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. So we have success and then we have defeat right after it. If you open up back to this person, or you allow this person back into your life, you're going to start seeing a fluctuation or a change in what it is that you consider success and what it is that you have gained. Because I feel that the minute that you walked away from this person or this situation ended, whether love or friend, everything started to work in your favor. We have the Empress in the reverse. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. Allowing this person back into your life is not bringing anything new. This person is not coming in with new energy. So just leave them exactly where they are, behind the door, right? You don't have to open up the door to them. You don't have to allow them back into your life. That is your biggest challenge, because for whatever the reason is, Pisces, part of you wants to give this person the benefit of the doubt. Part of you wants to give this person another chance. We have the Ten of Cups with the Three of Swords in the reverse. So in order to kind of, so your biggest challenge this week is staying grounded when someone from the past comes in, or when someone is trying to come and fuck up your, trying to pop your bubble of happiness, if that makes sense, right? Your biggest challenge is not allowing something or someone from the past come in and kind of steal what it is that you have. You know how, what is that phrase? And I don't know where is it from. Like about like the thief coming and the thief comes in the middle of the night, or at night or something like that, right? But it's not usually always at night. They're very blunt, right? In wanting to destroy something that you've created, and wanting to attack your happiness and your joy and things like that. So whoever it is that walked away from you, because I feel that whoever it is either walked away from you or wasn't there for you when you needed them. And now that they're seeing you being here, like steady and being successful and living your best life, however you want to describe that, they want back in. But you've been warned that if you allow them back into your life, that success is going to turn into defeat. So that success that you work so hard to accomplish is going to turn into defeat. That steady energy that you've had is going to go down. It has the Empress in the reverse with the Worry card. Now, the person themselves, right? And this is where it got kind of, sometimes it gets tricky, right, Pisces? We don't want to say that anyone's specific energy keeps things from you, right? But sometimes when we don't listen to guidance, to stay away from certain people, for whatever the reason, whether it is karma debt that they have to pay or whatever it is, sometimes until you don't walk away from certain people, whether family or exes or whatever, you don't allow yourself to walk into that space that you have been working towards, right? You don't allow yourself to walk into that success. Now, you have successfully walked away from this person, walked into this space of success. Don't give it, and success doesn't only have to be financially, right? You can be emotionally, like, you feel that you succeeded in getting over somebody and getting back to you, to your friend, whatever it is. Don't allow this person to come in and disturb that. Don't allow this person to come in and rob you of that, is the thing here. This person walked out of your life for a reason, and they should stay out there. So we have the Temperance in the reverse, and we have the Justice card. So if you allow this person to come back into your life, or this situation, whatever it is, you know, it could be drama with other people or something like that, then just know what comes with that. Now, if to you it's worth losing everything to have this person in your life, then you do that. Because again, we're not here to judge. We all have lessons to learn, and many of us go back to people multiple times until we learn our lessons. And if to you being with this person or having this person in your life is more important to you than your own mental health or your own emotional health or your own financial health, then you do that, right? But it's almost like you know that you're not to allow this person back in. So there's no question about it. So when they show up or when they call you, don't sit there and wonder like, well, you know, they're coming back, they're saying they're sorry. I should give them another time. Like, you know, I should give them another chance. No, you already told not to give them another chance. Instead, think about how things are when you are with them and ask yourself if you really want to go back to that. There are certain people that we keep in our life, and unfortunately, um, it almost like keeps us stuck, or almost drags us back. Not necessarily because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, but because you spend a lot of the time and a lot of the energy that you should on your things worrying about trying to help someone else. I am a huge believer in community and helping other people and being supported and all of that stuff, Pisces. That's not what we're talking about. But, you know, ayúdate que Dios te ayudará. Help yourself that God would help you is one of the things that I've always heard. And it is almost kind of like that. Like at some point, you have to realize that if someone wants the help, they will initiate it, right? Whether it is asking for it or whether it is making those changes that they need to better their life. And if they don't, it is not your responsibility, Pisces, to give up your success or your happiness or your well-being to help them get to where it is that you feel or that you can see them possibly getting to. And that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm not gonna be a Capricorn this week. I think I'm gonna be a Pisces because I could deal with this energy, right? Having everything going good and the only thing I have to say is no to the past. Like I'm pretty good at that. But that's kind of like your challenge for you this week, Pisces. Is just saying no to the past, not allowing it to come back in. If it is not a person, it may just be a thought pattern, right? It may be a habit. It may be something that's trying to creep back in. But that the consequences of it coming back in can be very destructive and can cause you to lose everything that you have gained up to this point. Now, as always, guys, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. Remember that energy is always fluent, so everything is going to work out differently for everyone depending on the choices that you make, whether you react or you respond to things. And if you have not liked, share, or subscribe, I encourage